Well, we're here after Cornwall have gone down 1-0 to a 10-man Wiltshire in the South West Counties Championship, final game of the season for us now. And I'm a little bit speechless, Alan, as to what to ask you about that performance.
Yeah, well, that's two of us that are a little bit speechless. It's hard to lose a game that late on, but also, the way that we've dominated possession kind of really from the start of the game. But it is about the players and their development, and they'll learn from it, and they'll have bigger disappointments in their football careers as they go through their footballing journey. It's kind of, I said to the lads before the game, we've kind of been nearly men this season. We look back at the Norfolk game and it was kind of nearly got over the line. The last couple of weeks ago against Berks and Bucks, we nearly got over the line. So it's been a little bit of a kind of one of those stories this season. We came into today, we were confident that we'd do well, and get the result that we were looking for to move on and to play Gloucestershire in the Rick Parry final, but it wasn't to be. But that wasn't for a lack of effort from our boys, and also I think Wiltshire deserve an enormous amount of credit because to travel down with 10, to set up the way they did, to get their 10 lads behind the ball. They were shattered, but they put their bodies on the line, and they've earned that bit of luck at the end. I think it was disappointing that we gave away the foul, but I think also a bit disappointing the way we dealt with the big ball into the box, which we should have really kind of dealt with that better. But I've said to the lads, I'm really proud that the way they played the game, they took on board some information at half time, because we thought they could play a little bit better and shorten things up. So I'm delighted in that sense, and they'll learn from this as an individual and as a group, and hopefully that helps them become better as they move forward. So yeah.
Now, you put a very good spin on that as a coach, but me as a football fan and being devil's advocate, they had one free kick and it was quality ball into the box. We had a number of corners, we had a number of free kicks. We couldn't get it past the first man.
Yeah, agree. I was speaking to the coaching team coming towards the end, and I think one of the areas that we haven't quite been good enough in the whole season really is that final third of the pitch. Just when it matters, we've got in down the channels a couple of times, and the cross has gone out for a goal kick. We've kind of had a couple of half chances and we've not quite connected properly. So yeah, and that we talk a lot about that is when it matters, and those boys kind of putting a bit of quality in. It's not through a lack of effort, but you're right. That they had a free kick, they've put a ball into a dangerous area, and we haven't dealt with it, and they've kind of got the winner in that sense. And I just think if we could, as players, hopefully they'll take on board what we've said and go back to their clubs, and really try and work hard at that, and that's all we can ask of them. And it's fine margins, isn't it? We just like huffed and puffed in the final third of the pitch. We hit the post, which I thought, that's probably the only bit of quality we showed in that box. But other than that, we just a little bit of indecisiveness, lack of composure, lack of quality. But again, it's not blaming the lads. It's hopefully that they'll go away and learn from it. So, but just a lot of frustration, I think. So,
we hope the players have learnt throughout the season. What have the coaches learnt?
I think we're so proud to be in this privileged position to work with these young lads. As always, we don't work with them week in, week out. So representative football is all about getting the lads together and trying to get them to buy into the way we want to play as a county, and the way Hoops has set it up to play that, which is hopefully is the right way. It's all about development. So we'll reflect as a team, and we'll ask ourselves the questions. Have we done what's right for these young players? And there's been a number of situations throughout the season when we have done what's right for them. Whether that's been not playing them because they're playing too much, whether that's been challenging them in terms of getting them to think about a different position or playing in a different formation. So I think as coaches, we continue to try and push these young lads. Hopefully they've got an awful lot out of it. I know they're really proud. The lads have all turned up today and wanted to play for their county. A couple of weeks ago, when maybe we had the option to take the 3 points and made life a bit easier for us after the opposition were delayed, the lads said no, we want to play. And I think credit to the coaching team, which is brilliantly led by Hoops, who couldn't be here today. I'm not looking forward to ringing him in a minute. He might sack me. But I just think, and we're always learning, but we have to put ourselves in these situations to learn and to challenge ourselves and to be brave with the decisions. And a massive credit to the clubs that do look after these players well and release them for us, because they know how important it is for those lads. So a frustrating season, I think, but one that we've enjoyed it immensely as we've gone through it.
And it is the last game now for us this season, so to put you on the spot, and let's end on a positive note, any bright points you can remember from the season?
Yeah, I think every game has its bright points, but I particularly the game up at Bedfordshire I thought was outstanding. We took the lads away. I thought the performance from start to finish was outstanding. Bedfordshire are a strong county. That was an excellent result. I was delighted with the Norfolk game, although we kind of fell a little bit short in extra time. But they were national champions 12 months ago. They had a very good squad, and to be 2-0 down at half time and to get ourselves back into the game, and again, that decision, last minute decision that's cost us. It's always great playing, your local teams, your Devons, your Wiltshires, your Gloucestershires. So yeah, I'd say if I had to pick one highlight for this season, it would be the Bedfordshire game, which I just thought was the complete performance. We just haven't maybe been able to replicate or maintain that level of performance throughout the season, but there's all sorts of reasons for that. The boys are playing a lot of football. You get injuries, you get unavailability, so we do move things around. But that would be for this season. That would probably be the key highlight. But we enjoy every game, although there frustrations in some of them. But it's fantastic to work with these boys.
Okay, thanks, Alan.